I think it's basically just intensify action. Whoa, whoa. Okay, I'm crazy. Look at that. Wait, and then we get another? There we go. Ooh! Wait. Okay. Enemy. Bang. Right. I want to go back that way. Ooh, there we go. Nice play. Nice play. Nice double play. Hello, my fellow nerds, and welcome back to another episode of Splatoon 3 Road to Raw, the series where I attempt to get every single weapon in Splatoon 3 to the Raw rank. I'm your host, Noah. If you don't know how the rules work, be sure to check out the description below. And the weapon that we will be using today is the Carbon Roller Angle. I think that's what they were going for. Because if it was Angel, it'd be... maybe they took out the E? Or left the E out. I can be your Angle, or I can be your Devil. I don't really know. I'm gonna go with Angle, and someone's gonna make fun of me and be like, it doesn't matter. Let's just get into the games, okay? Now, what do you need to know about the Carbon Roller Angle? Well, the Carbon Roller is of the Roller class of weapons, which means you've got a big stick. Sounds weird? No, wait! A roller is just a giant paint roller of ink. There's really not that much to understand here. And the fun thing... What did I die to? Oh, dynamo. That's, yeah, okay. This weapon in particular is interesting because it's a carbon roller. It's really quick. That's what's really good about it. As you can see, the dynamo roller is not very quick, and thus, you know, it's a little weak. Wait, no, it's not weak at all. Actually, dynamo is one of the strongest weapons right now, just considering all the buffs that I got. And so that kind of leaves carbon roller in a weird position. Like, is it good? Is it good to be quick at everything, or is it better to be slow and very powerful, you know? That is the question that you must decide, and I think both weapons can be powerful at the same time. I mean, let's be honest. Wait. Are you kidding? That's fine. No! Oh! Each roller has their sort of niche that they try to fill, so carbon rollers try to be really, really quick on their feet. Quick splats, quick ink, all that stuff. Obviously, I haven't done a very good job at any of that so far, as I only have 300 points, 400 points on the ground, which is pretty awful. But if I play a little smarter, I can use my super chump, is that what it's called? To my advantage to put down some hovering, not really fire, but little decoys to help me, like, push forward. And then I also have the soda bomb. The nomenclature is still, like, kind of getting to me. I don't know all this stuff exactly how it should be. But, you know, that can help me push forward, get a little bit of damage. Again, the thing with the carbon roller is it's quick, light damage, you know? So just a couple hits very swiftly can take out an enemy. Or, as you saw even earlier, you can get one-shots with this thing. You just kind of have to be right on top of your opponent, which can be risky because of how frail this thing is, right? Now, this weapon is going up a lot, going up against a lot, I should say, because the Carbon Roller Deco comes with possibly the best sub it could have. Wait. There we go. Which is the Burst Bomb, which helps immensely in getting this weapon's, like, splat potential off the ground. Because one vertical that doesn't quite get someone in a direct bomb, or one horizontal that doesn't quite get someone in a burst bomb, it helps out a lot. But I think the fizzy bomb, it should help quite a bit. What won't help is my inability to use this weapon, so we're staying at 0. 2 and 7. What the fuck? Also, something that's important is that we are playing in the new patch, which means that there is aura farming in the game. I forgot the actual name for it. Oh no! Okay, wait. I'll explain in just a sec. They don't get that. I hit them. I definitely hit them. And they're coming back up. Oh! That wasn't even them. Get them! Yeah, okay. But yes, there's a couple new things with this patch. Namely that you can see player health bars, which has never been a thing in the game before. In any of the games, actually, which I find very interesting. And there's aura farming, so if you get on a big kill streak with a ton of ink and all that stuff, there's a ton of different ways to max out your aura. And if you do it successfully, you will be in a state of heightened aura. I don't know what I'm saying. Wait. Whoop! Okay, but you can see the health bar there. And so I think it's usually around 3 splats in a row. maybe more, maybe less, depending on what you're doing. So getting like a lot of ink down, or assisting, or getting splats against people who are aura farming. It's all very new to me, but it looks like a lot of fun. I think it's going to end up helping out the game quite a bit in promoting aggressive playstyles instead of staying back, so gotta love that. Okay, let's use this to our advantage. Nice, that's one. Anyone else want to... Okay, hey, we got it. Okay, sweet. So now I have increased attack speed. I have, I think it's basically just intensify action. Whoa, whoa. Okay, I'm crazy. Look at that. Wait, and then we get another? There we go. Woo! Wait. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so it basically just boosts everything. I think that was a perfect example. I wish I didn't get splatted, but my goodness, dude. And yeah, you still hold on to it. So the only bad thing is my enemy who splatted me has the potential to use it against me. There we go. And we're back. We're so back, dude. Come up here. Nice. Okay, that was a assist, so I guess it counts. So I basically just get to fly through the map. Heck yeah. Now, this definitely affects very aggro, swift-moving weapons more than any other weapon type. And so this is the perfect weapon to get to show it off. Oh! Dodge, okay. Also, the other bad thing is that enemies can see you much easier. Oh! Nice! No! I thought it was gonna run him over, dude. But yeah, there you go. So that's aura farming. There's an actual name for it that's not quite that, but it's like a combo of, like, some weird names. I don't know. They're in the danger zone. That was a fantastic game. Oh my gosh. Getting up in their face and getting aggressive, that was absolutely the play. So, 1.0. I do want to see how many splats I have, though, because I was 2 and 7 last game. I have a feeling it's going to be a little different this game. Yeah, just a little different. It is interesting to see that this game is, like, what, 3 years old? And they're still adding new stuff to it. Like, completely new mechanics that haven't been seen in any other Splatoon game. Kind of awesome. There's one. Enemy over here. They're aura farming, team. We gotta be careful. We're getting absolutely demolished, by the way. Oh. Ugh. Weave. Put that there. Sure. Okay, I should not have taken a high ground there. I do not have the range to be able to fight that. There we go. Okay. Now we can make some moves. There we go. No! Oh, and the Booyah Bomb just barely tagged me. Alright, it's looking like a loss here. I'll let y'all know if something changes, but for now we're at 0.5. Okay, not to brag or anything, but we're actually making a half-decent comeback. So I guess I just go for it. Come on, ink baby. Come on. Ugh. Not bad. I probably shouldn't have been rolling for as long. But that wasn't bad at the end there, and we even got a little bit of aura to show off a bit. Oh my gosh, we're gonna take the win. Are you kidding? Dude, 30 seconds from the game being over, we were in the danger zone and getting absolutely stomped on. But I guess one good push, and that's all it takes. Watch this. They're too distracted to know that I'm here. Bang! There's another one. This game so far has been largely uninteresting. Wait. There we go. They won't hit this. That's fine. We run. You made a mistake. You made a mistake. Oh, wait. There we go. That's 2. And then they come for me. No. No, 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 no. I just need to farm aura. Let me farm aura. Nope. Nope. Dang it. For some reason, seeing health bars in this game throws me off so much. Like, it looks right, but also, like, you know, you never see... What? What? Whoa, wait, hey. What happened? Okay, sorry. Oh my god! Oh no! There was a little bit of green ink there. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Oh, I was gonna stop talking so I could cut that part out, but my goodness. Okay. Decavitator? Who's our decavitator? Lukamar? Something like that? Good work, good work. Oh. We just gotta keep them in the danger zone, so as long as they don't, like, step down and get aggro. I think we'll be okay. I'm not 100% sure because they weren't in the danger zone anymore, but it's usually not enough time within the last 10 seconds. But I don't know. I mean, last game there was 30 seconds and we turned it completely around. And they almost did too. I'll give them credit. Okay. 3.0. You know, I'm gonna get a roller splat at some point, like where I roll them over. Wait. Dang it! I just absolutely bonked that guy. I didn't even see him. I like, okay, so here's one thing that I've been using. The Fizzy Bomb is good for, you know, making people think you're gonna go one way and then going another, right? And so then you can kind of be like, oh, I'm really, oh, that's not good. No, 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 no. I know you know where I am, but I'm not scared. So, like, you throw that, and they think you're going that way, and then you push, you know, you go the other way, right? It might just be me being stupid, but I feel like someone is probably like, oh, I'm being subverted right now. I think they're going this way, so I'm going to be looking this way. I can't go that way because of the Hydra. Oh my gosh, so much range, dude. That's fine. Let's just do that as a distraction. Okay, I am sorry. Die. Now I go under. Perfect. Huh. Dang it! Alright, we are to the point. I made this very important last video. We should not die at the end here. It is integral, excuse me, that we stay alive so that we can make one big last push and not let them take mid, right? So instead, I'm going to be stupid and go for it. Ugh. There we go. Let's just get a bit more ink down. Not bad. I think that was our triple splashdown. Yes. It's iffy, but I'm going to give it to us. I take it back. We're at 2.5. Okay, last game I struggled against the Hydra Splatling, so Nintendo said, give them 2. Double it and give it to the next person. And make the next person him again.
Don't interrupt.
Enemy. Bang. Right. I want to go back that way. Ooh, there we go. Nice play. Nice play. Nice double play. Shh, we hide. We hide. They have no clue. Alright. Now's the time to lock in. I've been playing like a goofball for the last 2.5 minutes. Teammate, are you trying to land on me? I guess you did. Okay, good. So the issue with the Hydra is that they can get down a lot of ink from a very long range. So what we really need to be doing... What? Oh my gosh, look how low they are. Please, no. Don't let them take it. Nice. Whew. It's going to be close because they got the sides just a little bit. And this map is relatively small, so just a little bit of ink makes a lot of difference. But we're going to take it anyway. I felt pretty confident. That was slick, wasn't it? All right, don't look at my stats. Let's just blur that. Let's get that out of there. We're at 3.5. Come down here. Okay. What? Bang. 1. No, don't give that to me. I don't want it. Run this way. Good. Get a little bit of ink down. I think there's someone up here. We'll never know. That's fine. Oh. Oh, no. No. Okay, they knew how to dodge. Oh, and they're hitting me with the squid bag. Are you kidding? I didn't even deserve that. It's not like I'm... I don't know. Is this weapon considered disrespectful? Maybe. Okay. Last 30 seconds here. Probably got one more death than me. And I'm saying that because I've been dying a lot this game. Wait. Okay. I wasn't wrong. Do have one more death than me. We really need to go mid and start taking in their back line. So let's go this. Okay. Awesome. That's fine. Let's just go this way. Yep. Then they think they got me. I'm kind of stupid. Alright, we're going back down to 3. Oh. No, we're not going back down to 3. We're going up to 4.5, baby. I did nothing that game. As you can tell, I really did not do anything that game. Oh my gosh. Are you... Huh? What? Okay, try that again. Here we are at the 4.5 game, and what's so special about the 4.5 game, you may ask? Well, there's a chance that if we win this, it's the last game of the video. It's kind of sad, you know? Actually, really like this weapon. I use this time to talk about what I like and don't like about the weapons that I'm using. And man, this one's really fun. I think carbon rollers feel really good, especially with the aura farming update. They heavily incentivize you to go in and make fun plays and, you know, play a little aggro, and I love that. I think it's a lot of fun. And so I've really been enjoying it. The only issue is I feel like this is just a slightly, it's very similar to the version that most people think of when they think of carbon, right? And there we go. There we go. Okay, nice. Let's put that down. Okay, I was gonna go for the aura, but I messed it up, so. Anyways, what was I saying? Yes, I think this is just a slightly different version of the Trizuka Burst Bomb one. I don't know. Oh my gosh, sorry. I don't know if that's mean to say. Like, I'm sure someone's gonna take offense to that. But truly, if you're playing Carbon, that's probably the one you're running, right? Like, I feel like that's not crazy to say. And so, it is kind of sad because, like, I think that Carbon's a cool weapon that has, you know, a lot going for it, but when you get the best version of the weapon early, it's kind of hard to... That would have been crazy. Huh. There we go. There we go. There's another one down there. I know they are. Golly, lock in, Noah. What was I saying? Yes, if you get the, like, ideal version of a weapon early, then making another kit for it feels kind of meh, right? Like, there's no way it's ever going to live up to the best version. And so, it's cool that this version exists, and I kind of like having the super chumps to, you know, provide some cover, make it a little harder for... Ooh, dude, I saw my life flash before my eyes. Makes it a little harder for opponents to see where they're hitting, and makes it a little more fun to, like, dive in. Excuse me, please stop doing that. But truly, as I mentioned earlier, it's just not as good as the other the other version of the weapon. So, while I like it a lot, don't get me wrong, it's not particularly strong. Dang it! Well, not that it's not strong, it's just not as good as the ideal version. Was it fun? Absolutely, like I had a blast. So, kind of hard to say. I definitely think the update helps too. But I already mentioned that. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Keep it 100, keep it a buck. I didn't do anything this video. There were like half the games I played, I served absolutely no purpose. I went like 2-7 and 1-8 in 2 of my games, and then there was one game where it was like 13-1 or whatever. Alright, well, what are you gonna do? I guess that's gonna do it for the Carbon Roller Angle, excuse me. I do think it's Angle. Like, it's kind of stupid to assume otherwise, but like, the deco, like, I don't think, like, this is the ideal kit. It doesn't really get better than this, so it's kind of hard to imagine, like, let me think of a better Carbon. Oh, this, like, the Fizzy Bomb's really good, and I like Super Chumps on it, but in what scenario do you not pick this one, right? I don't know. Alright, well, I'll let you sort out that moral dilemma yourself. But for me, personally, I think it's an 8 out of 10 weapon. I had a blast with it. I think it's really fun. Of course, it's not as strong as the Deco variant, but how could it be? That's literally probably the best kit it can get. In fact, if you gave this one Burst Bomb, I might like it even more. Like, Trizuka's great and all, but I just kind of like the playmaking capabilities of the Super Chump. So, 8 out of 10, I feel like that's pretty good. I could even, like, if you caught me on a good day, I could say 9 out of 10. But yeah, high skill ceiling, it's fun. You can kind of, like, juke opponents with the Fizzy Bomb. I like it. I've had a good time with it. So, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Be sure to like and subscribe so you're notified when the next video comes out. And I'll see y'all in the next one.